first atomic bomb was detonated on July 16, 1945 in the desert of New Mexico.
Sa tinatayang higit 100 bilyong kataong namuhay na sa ating mundo, wala pa sa katiting ng 1% ang bilang nila.
This is the time for us to speak of what is best,
whether or not their president is a crook.
Mga taong mistulang niliko ang agos ng kasaysayan at hinimok ang di lang daang libo, kundi daang milyong katao na sumunod sa kanilang mga yapak. Ang mga tinatawag nating leader. Alexander the Great, isa sa mga pinakamahusay na mandirigma sa kasaysayan, nanguna sa isa sa pinakamalaking imperyo sa mundo. Nelson Mandela, pinamunuan ang anti-apartheid revolution sa Africa. Mahatma Gandhi, utak sa likod ng natatanging peaceful revolution sa India. At Martin Luther King Jr., ang prominenteng leader ng African-American Civil Rights Movement sa Amerika. Ilan lamang sila sa mga tinitingalang leader sa kasaysayan ng sangkatauhan. Mga dakilang huwara ng pamumuno na nakapagpabago sa ikot ng mundo at takbo ng ating mga buhay. Ano man ang kanilang naging estilo, liksiman ng katawan ang ginamit, talas ng isip o talim ng pananalita, nagawa nilang himukin ang kanilang mga tagapagsunod tungo sa kanilang mga adhikain. Ngayong nahaharap tayo sa isa na namang eleksyon, kung saan pipili tayo ng leader na ating susundin, tinanong namin ang 5 pinagkakapitagang personalidad mula sa iba't ibang sektor. Mga leader din kung ituring. Ano ba ang dapat nating hanapin sa mga nagpapakilalang leader ng susunod na pamahalaan? Magandang gabi, ito po ang News 5 Year-Ender Special. 5 leader, 5 punto de vista.
Hope the new leader would be a healing president.
The leader must be caring, sharing, and daring.
We need a leader who can cast a vision.
If you're going to take a public leadership, you have to prepare.
Our next leader, our next president should inspire us to greatness.
Ibinalik niya ang Pilipinas sa mapa ng World Basketball. Diyan, kilalang-kilala ngayon si Manny V. Pangilinan o MVP kung tawagin. Pero noon pa man, kampyon na sa sektor ng kalakalan si MVP. Sa ilalim ng kanyang liderato, naibalik niya sa landas ng tagumpay ang mga kumpanyang nooy nahaharap sa malalaking hamon sa negosyo. Mapa telecom man o power distribution, water concession o infrastruktura, na itaguyod ni MVP ang kanyang mga kumpanya na karamihan ay nabibilang na ngayon sa mga most valued companies sa ating bansa. Ilang ulit na rin siyang inalok na maglingkod sa gobyerno, pero sa ganang kanya, hindi kailangang nasa gobyerno para makatulong sa bayan. Ang kailangan daw ay isang ideolohiyang nakaugat sa pagmamahal sa bayan at pagtitiwala sa kakayahan ng Pilipino.
Success is about passion. Passion to succeed, passion to compete, passion for excellence. There is no magic, no mystery, no secret recipe, and no shortcuts. Success, in fact, springs from values that are basic and old-fashioned.
Meron ba kayong mga role models for leadership?
Si Mandela is one. Sa akin, his most endearing quality was he was a healing president, a unifying president.
Your commitment and your discipline has released me to stand before you today.
He was the right person at the right time for South Africa. And of course, he was such an iconic figure. Huge presence, huge gravitas as a leader. As another leader, I would say he was a German general in World War II, General Erwin Rommel, the Desert Fox, because I think he was one of the best tactical generals in the whole history of warfare. And the third is a figure of antiquity, Alexander the Great, because he is such a young man and managed to conquer most of the world. And you know, he exhibited most of the qualities I admire in a leader, no? Because he was hands-on, he was there in the field, battling with troops and so forth. So, and his contribution to culture was also quite monumental.
Do you believe that leaders are born and that you can only train them so far? It has to be inherent.
Maybe some are natural born leaders. There's something in their DNA that makes them natural leaders. But I believe most of the leaders are really trained, are really formed. Sabi nga, di ba, the office forms the man as well. Because, you know, in any situation, whether parliamentary or presidential system, there are no schools for prime ministers, no schools for presidents. You know? So, in a way, the office will form the man, or woman, as the case may be. It's just that you have to be, the leaders got to be conscious that he is the leader and that he has responsibilities, accountability to himself and to his people.
That's why our group has always been honored and proud to support your association.
They say that it's easy enough to be a leader of a corporation, but running a nation is another matter altogether.
Yes, running a nation is different from running a corporation, no? But there are important similarities in running a corporation, running a nation, and there are very important differences. Una-una, once you become the CEO of any group, you don't have unfettered authority to do what you want to do. Because siyempre sa gobyerno, merong legislature dyan, merong judiciary, at saka may mga batas, no? Kailangan na sundin mo. Sa korporasyon, ganun din. Especially now, yung governance principles are very key to assessing a CEO's performance. Like a corporation gets the shareholders driven by the qualities of the CEO. Like a country gets a leader that the people elect.
That's right. Yes.
So it's the government you deserve because you elected this particular leader. In the case of corporations, you will attract the shareholders that are attracted to your kind of leadership in a corporation. Well, I cannot imagine what it will take. No, any president would be, you know, under severe pressure from all sides as to what he or she wants to accomplish. But that's why it's very important that if you could articulate and define your ideology, because that will guide you through 6 difficult years. No? For example, kung poverty ang ang talagang the central theme of your administration, every decision you make will be guided by that ideology. For example, yung traffic natin, gagawin mo kung anong mag-alleviate ng traffic problems mo. Kung nangangailangan ng bigas, kaya mais, then agriculture is a priority for you. There's a central defining theme of your administration. Ano ba yun? Yun ang importante. Then people, I think, can understand kung ano man. Then your decisions will flow from that ideology.
Ang malasakit sa mahirap ay hindi napapag-aralan.
Ninanakaw nilang pera ng gobyerno. Ibibili nila uli ng boto ng taong bayan.
I will not allow you to continue pagpahirap sa Pilipinas.
Hinding-hindi ako lilihis sa daang matuwid.
Nasa kamay ng tao ang pag-unlad.
Some of the presidentiables I've met, no? One of the things I've encouraged them to say, to articulate, is their ideology. And I'm encouraging them to think about poverty. You know, alleviation of poverty, inclusion, that has been talked about for so many administrations. You have to articulate who you are, and then I would hope then people can make as much as they can an educated guess about who amongst, for example, these presidentiables would, in their view, fit their circumstances.
Sir, sa puntong ito kasi ng ating political history, marami ang nagsasabi na parang walang makitang leader at kung meron man, hindi tiyak kung ano ba talaga ang dapat hanapin sa isang mamumuno sa bansa. Ano po ba ang sa pananaw ninyo, mga katangian, kung merong top 3 qualities that you can confine yourself to in terms of what should define a good leader, what would those be?
It boils down to really 2 attributes, at least sa akin. No? Number 1 is integrity. And it has two branches, if you may, two types of integrity. One is, of course, financial integrity, di ba? Parang hindi magnanakaw, hindi nilulusa yung pera ng tao or pera ng korporasyon, di ba? And the other is what I would call mental honesty. You say it as it is. Walang second guessing. And it also, frankly, even in a corporate situation, it minimizes the politics, di ba? Kung malinaw ang mensahe ng liderato. Second is competence. No? You gotta have the skills of a leader, no?
Well, marami nga pong nagsasabi na nandun na tayo sa punto na namimili na lang tayo ng number one, least of evils. At number two, namimili tayo between mas gusto mo ba yung competent pero corrupt o malinis pero incompetent.
To a degree, we can't seem to get the formula right. As I said, mahirap talagang makahanap ng attributes, qualities, characteristics that inhere in one particular person na talagang siya na. No?
Ano yung pinakamalaking hamon sa ating bansa?
Ako, poverty. Maraming tao mahirap. No? And yun ang priority dapat ng any president, whether it's the incumbent president or the incoming president. So, because at the end of the day, all of the things we're saying about leadership and management and presidency and so forth, you have to relate that to the actual human experience, di ba? I mean, why are you here? It is really to improve people's lives, isn't it? I mean, you were elected leader because you want to improve the welfare of our people. No?
But they say, for example, that it's a very fragmented people. No? There's no unity. Tapos we're a damaged culture. We've been through so much in our history, and do you think these are obstacles that a president will have to address in the 6 years that he...
Absolutely. In the times that I would visit the provinces, no, hindi ko maramdaman na ang mga tao sa particular, let's not name any particular town or city, parang hindi ko maramdaman na parang they feel themselves to be Filipinos. They're either Ilonggos or Cebuanos or yun ang nangunguna eh. Para bang walang connect tayo bilang isang bansa. Kanya sa akin, one of the qualities I hope the new leader would have would be a healing president.
Lean is, to me, 10% talking and 90% leading by example.
Be sure to come back. Use 5 everywhere. Copyright 2016.